Steffi Gildone's with us, my old buddy from many, many years ago.
A long time no see.
It's been a while, just last Friday.
But I'm here with a different hat today.
Yes, you are. You're here for a dinner theater event coming up.
At my church, Good Shepherd Lutheran Church.
Okay.
This is our third annual dinner theater. And the date is April 18th, April 18th, which is a Saturday. And the doors open at 5:15 and the show starts at 6 o'clock. This has been really fun. We have little skits. They're usually centered around the Bible with humor.
Right.
And the Believer's Fire, which is the praise band at church, they will be playing in between and before and during dinner. And it's just an evening of a lot of fun. It really is a lot of good, clean, wholesome fun.
So you've done this before?
Third annual,
Wow.
yes. And I've acted in it every year. And last year we had Bethany Junker and I were two old men puppets, and we were kind of like the MCs. Do you remember the old men on Sesame Street that were up in the balcony all the time?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's kind of who we were at this, only we did a little joke and introduced the next act. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be there this year because I'm going on the bus trip with the Conneaut Public
right.
Library on the 18th, which, by the way, there still are a few openings if you're interested. Call the library.
That is going to the Pittsburgh
Carnegie, the Carnegie Museum of Natural History in Pittsburgh, right?
Right.
So I can't be there because the bus trip was my baby, so I had already signed up for this, and then we had to book the bus trip at the same time. But I still said, oh, I will help in any way that I can. This year we're really excited because it's not just our church's dinner theater, but we've kind of expanded it. Anybody is invited, of course, to come, and tickets are on sale now. But we kind of wanted it to become kind of like a community dinner theater.
Mm-hmm.
And so this year we have brought in some big guns to act. We have Clay Nielsen of Arlene's Broadway on Buffalo, and Dave Bucci. I don't know if you're familiar with Dave, but Dave does all sorts of theater. He's acted at Community Center, at Arlene's, in Ashtabula, at the Asheville Art Center. I think he's been at the Rabbit Run. He's been, Straw Hat. He's been at everything. And he also does voiceover and stuff in his home. He has a sound booth, and he, when you listen to audiobooks, he contracts to do that, and he does a lot of audiobooks out of his home. Yes.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So Booch is going to be with us, and Tammy Hagstrom.
Tammy.
Yep, she just was in Drinking Habits at Arlene's, and she was fabulous, as she always is. And Amanda Lappa is also going to be one of our actors in our little skits that evening.
Who was also here Friday.
Yes, she was also here Friday, and she's also performed in many different. She's been at the Asheville Art Center and the Community Center and Arlene's, and so we have some big guns bringing in, not just.
Now, how does this work, Steph? I mean, people go and they have dinner first, and then the show?
No, actually, it's throughout the entire thing. They come in. I have like a little schedule. But they come in, and we have a host and stuff, and then they sit down, and the first skit starts, and then the band will play for a little bit, and then another skit happens, and then dinner is. I think they have their salad during those two things, and then dinner is served. And during dinner, we kind of don't have skits. We just have music going on, so you can chit chat and stuff.
Okay.
And then after dinner, then we start with skits again, and we also have 50-50. We have a Chinese auction, and that is when actually Chinese auction. They're going to have the meals during the Chinese auction, and we also have Jasmine Steigner is going to do a little dance routine, and the Tan girls, Naomi and Amelia, are going to. I'm not sure. They're going to play piano and sing, but I'm not exactly sure how that's going to happen.
Is Jasmine Dennis and Mary's?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's quite a talented dancer.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So she's going to be dancing, and let me see who else is there. I think that's it. The skits, and that's our other entertainment. There's 4 skits, maybe 5 skits, I think, and the band and the other 2 entertainments, and then Bethany Junker and her sister Taylor Peel are doing something, probably singing, I would imagine, because they both have such beautiful voices.
Bethany Junker sounds familiar.
Well, she goes to my church, but she is also the children's librarian at Kingsville. public library.
That's how I
Yeah.
know her. I get releases from her and stuff.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
What's the meal featured?
It's going to be catered by Phil's Catering.
Okay.
And I don't know what the menu is. I'm not privy to that. I don't know if it's been set yet. But if it's Phil's, you know it's going to be good.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's going to be delish, I'm sure.
Okay.
So.
Well, this sounds like it'll be a lot of fun, and
The tickets are 1 for $15 or 2 for $25.
okay.
And you can get those I have them. You can come in the library if you want to and buy a ticket from me.
Mm-hmm.
And Kim Chido has them, as well as Faye Lampola, and you can also buy them at our church in the office.
Okay.
At Good Shepherd Lutheran Church, which is down in Grove Street across from Township Park. And
I'm trying to place where the dinner show will be held. Is
in
that
the fellowship hall.
Is that where I vote?
Yes,
It's
yes,
the same
that's,
building? Okay.
same place.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
okay.
where it's going to be
Yeah,
at.
it's a
Right.
big room.
And we'll be decorating it, and it was a lot of fun last year. As a matter of fact, right now I think on channel local access cable 6 or 19, they are showing. Last year it was Luck Be a Lutheran, and this year it is. Where's my title? Girls, you didn't give me my title. Spring is in the air. That's what it is. Spring is in the air.
That's the theme?
That's the theme for it. Yeah,
Okay.
Spring is in the air, and it was Luck Be a Lutheran last year, and it was a lot of fun last year.
Believer's Fire, is that the one with Jim Fuller?
Jim Fuller and my husband, Tom Gildone, and Donnie Cowie.
Okay.
The three
Okay.
of them will be playing. And
I didn't realize Tom was in that.
oh yeah, he's been in there for quite a few years. They play at the 8:30 service.
And I think they did a special concert at the Art Center one year. Was it last year? One of the last concerts or something, because Penny was talking about it. Maybe it was the year before. I don't remember, but
Oh, they've done concerts down at the the Conneaut Art
Yeah.
Center. Yeah, and they usually do one in the summertime.
Okay.
They do one down there in the
Okay.
summertime. I don't think they did last year. We were in a little bit of upheaval after Pastor left. I'm not sure if they did it last year or not. So.
have they gotten a new pastor?
They're still working on it. We're working on it.
Okay.
We're getting closer, I understand, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I was saying I was just talking, I had a meeting yesterday at church, and I said it seems like a long time since Pastor Frank's been gone, but it will only be a year in May. And it seems longer than that to me.
Yeah, it kind of
Yeah,
did.
yeah, so.
Yeah, he actually stopped in the day he was going to be leaving, or the day before, and said his goodbyes and stuff. We put him on the air and stuff. And it actually was kind of emotional because he and I got pretty close.
Yeah.
And I thought he did a really good job here in the community.
Oh, yeah,
He's missed.
Oh, he's missed in our congregation. But thankfully he made sure that everything was in place, that we were a strong congregation when he left, and we were able to withstand this. A lot of congregations fold during a period like this.
He had some really good words, and his philosophy was don't stand on the sidelines. Get in there and work together and make this thing go.
And he definitely did do that.
Yeah.
Not just in church, but throughout our community.
Are you guys going to have the event out at the campgrounds out
The
there?
campgrounds this year? I know we did last year, so I'm assuming we would. Yeah.
I have not heard anything on it yet. Usually Nancy or somebody gives me information.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything.
And that's a different committee, so I don't know.
Yeah. You get on one committee and that's enough.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, actually, I have chair of choir at church, and I also, my puppets.
Oh yeah.
Well, guess what I do in church?
Puppets.
I have a little. They're called the Glory Tellers, but it's not me. It's like second, third, fourth, fifth grade kids who we do 3-4 puppet shows a year, 2 in church and 2 in Sunday school. So.
Your ears must have been burning this weekend because I was talking about you and your puppets to my wife.
And you were.
Yes.
And it seems like it may not have been all good.
Oh, it's always good. It's not. It's just that I go. Stephanie is infatuated with puppets,
I like
and I
puppets.
wondered if it goes back to childhood, or if you just started being a puppet
Well,
person.
when I think about it, when I think back, I loved the aspect of feeling like they were alive and they were just real. And that comes from, actually, my girlfriend's, it started way back. My girlfriend Robin Salampa
Yes.
Bryant, her mom, Pat, or Ann, what we all knew her as Pat, but her real name was Ann, she made marionettes. And she came to our schools and did marionette puppets. And she did like fairy tales, which is probably one of the reasons why I'm so in love with fairy tales. She did the old classic fairy tales.
Yeah,
And,
so it does go back.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. And I always just thought I thought it was so cool that she had a mother who, she actually made the marionettes out of, what's that? Oh, you know, newspaper and...
Oh, paper mache.
Yeah, paper mache. She did all the work herself. Wow. and the mechanisms and everything. And it was... That's probably where my love started of it.
As a little boy, this really dates me, but as a little boy there was a show called Howdy Doody on. And my mother and dad bought me an actual, and I mean, I was probably about 3, bought me the actual marionette of Howdy Doody with the strings and everything. And you know, you can move him around, his little mouth moved and everything. Believe it or not, when I left home, my mother threw it out. Can you imagine what that thing would be worth today?
Especially if it was in really good condition.
It was in good condition,
yeah,
you know.
Definitely.
Unbelievable.
Oh, there you go.
So could have probably retired on little Howdy Doody.
Did you actually you play with him and everything?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, make him walk.
Now that takes a whole different kind of a talent and a different staging and everything. And this summer we're bringing marionettes to Lakeshore School, to the playground program they have there in the summertime. We're going to be bringing marionettes back, and they're going to do Beauty and the Beast. So.
Really?
Sleeping Beauty. They're doing Sleeping Beauty this year. Yeah. It's a troupe that's been around for 82 years. But we digress because we're supposed to be talking about Good Shepherd Lutheran Church this morning and our dinner theater. And so tickets are pre-sale. And so we would like to sell out, of course.
Sure.
But if we cannot do that, and there are tickets available, if there are, then you can buy them at the door that evening. And I believe Faye and her husband Jerry are coming on a couple days before, like the 15th of April. Okay. So we'll know what that head count is.
Jerry's wife is
yeah,
today.
yeah.
Okay.
So
she
we'll know the
couldn't
head
make
count.
It today.
No. So I'm Faye today. So
you're subbing.
I'm subbing. Yes.
Yeah, and all the proceeds go to the church.
Yes, they do. And I don't know what the money has been designated for this year. That in the past we've designated different areas of the church that will be paid, that the money would go for, but I'm not sure where we're designating it this year. Because I haven't made any of the meetings because I've been too busy at work. So,
yeah. Well, now tell them where they can get tickets again.
Well, tickets are available from me. Anybody in the show, anybody in the show, except our outside people, probably the church people, will be having tickets. Faye will have tickets, and Kim Chido will have tickets. Andy will have tickets. Michelle Logan, who was supposed to be here with me this morning, but unfortunately she's down with a very bad migraine. And at the church you can get them. And if you want any further information, you can call Kim at 440-536-9895 or Faye at 440-593-1273. So, and you can also go to the church to get tickets.
I would imagine that you probably would like to do the pre-sale because that way you know how many people are going to be there. Oh, and how many
dinners we're going to need, for sure. I think last year our number was close to 90. Wow. So 88, I think it was, maybe 87, somewhere around there. So we've had a good turnout every year, and it grew the second year, so we're expecting maybe for it to grow. Although I think we have room for 96 is what I think is what our target number is, because that's table seating is, I think, what we're going to be doing is 96. So.
Okay. This again is coming up on April 18th, which is a Saturday night. Yeah. So it gives you something to do after Easter. Hopefully by then we'll have halfway decent weather too. Warmer weather anyway.
Oh, do you think? Every morning I wake up and I say, is this the day? Is this the day? And
well,
it's been a long one.
It was kind of nice this morning, but the wind made it, the wind chill.
But you know what? If I remember correctly, we did this in March last year, and that night we had a horrendous blizzard during the dinner.
Really?
Yes, we did, because it started snowing and it snowed and it snowed. By the time we were getting out, there were inches and inches of snow in the parking lot. Yeah, so we're in a better place. I think, and that's why we went into April with it, hoping to have better
Hopefully
weather.
We're done with that stuff, even though it's supposed to flurry today and tonight. But I think we're done with the bad stuff. I'm hoping. I've had it, Steph. I'm really
I know. Well, this is an evening to get out. We all have cabin fever. It's a good time to get out, come and enjoy yourself, have some good food, some camaraderie with some friends, maybe meet some new friends, and get inspired for the coming up warmer weather.
That sounds good to me. Can I see your schedule?
Oh, sure. Sure.
There seems like a lot of stuff.
There is a lot of stuff. There's, I think, 4 or 5 skits, plus Amelia and Naomi and Jasmine, and 4 skits, and I'm not sure what Bethany and Taylor are doing
yet. A skit.
Yep, or singing, because they sing beautiful, but they might incorporate a skit into singing.
Now this actually shows that it goes to only 8:30, 8:45, so you'll be home for.
Oh yeah.
Be able to go home and spend the evening at home as well. So you might as well come on out, have a good dinner, and
Phil's
good
catering.
Entertaining. Yeah.
Phil's catering.
Entertainment. So.
And like I said, it's $15 for a single and $25 for a couple.
Okay. All right.
So.
Good. Okay. Very good. I think
entertainment and dinner, you can't go wrong for $25.
You've got this actually.
That's not me. That's
Faye.
Faye's that organized. Yes,
Wow.
everything she does is organized.
It is
like
really organized. You got to see this thing.
It's color coded. And
it's broken down to the minute of when these things. It's almost like a television program. It's good job.
Yeah, she did do a great job with that.
Yeah.
But we do like to know exactly, how things are going to shake out. And
yeah. Well, she's definitely on top of this. So
she's doing the props. Her and she's got a committee doing the props, and I think they've got all the props done. We don't have a whole lot of props this year.
I noticed there's a lot of biblical characters that are portrayed.
Yes, yeah, but it's funny. They're funny skits. They're really
nothing
funny.
real heavy and preachy.
Oh no!
Okay.
It's all in fun. A lot of fun. And last year the old men, I think we're going to bring them back next year. They had jokes that were all centered around Bible things that were really funny. They were really funny jokes.
And is this locally written?
So some of the skits we got off the line, and some of the stuff has been written. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think you'll have a lot of fun, and I'm sure you'll have good food if Phil's catering it.
Oh, for sure. It's a good time. It really is a lot of fun. I'm so sorry not to be there, so I'm going to make sure next year that I leave that. Well, it wasn't my fault. We went through 4 bus companies, and I don't know, maybe 12 dates, and that was the only date we could do.
Yeah, that's what you were saying the other day.
Yeah.
It just kind of popped up being the day, and
I
it's
couldn't
kind of
do
ironic.
anything about it, and I said, well, I promise I will still be involved, and I'll in any way that I can. So, and like I said, we're so happy to have some other actors on board this year, and some veteran actors too, which should make it really a lot of fun.
Oh, sure.
And Booch and Clay together. I'm going to give them their script this week, and they may even make that funnier if I know Clay.
Yeah, he's pretty creative.
Yeah, he's always writing scripts, and I'm going to give him a little bit of artistic license there that he can do what he wants.
So what are you going to do for Easter? Are you having Easter dinner?
No, I'm not. I am going to my friend's house. Patty Pagankoff invited our family to join them this year for Easter. Since Mom's passed, it's been kind of, it's hard. And,
Yep.
And there isn't much family. I mean, the only family I have left here is Brandon. So, and I think he's going to be with his mom on Easter. We probably do something together afterwards.
Right.
So.
Yeah, when my dad passed in 2015 years, it changed. We used to have Christmas Eve always in his basement, and had a big get together, all the neighbors and family and stuff. When he passed, everything changed. It wasn't the same anymore. Now my sister has had it. We had it this year because she travels now. But my sister used to have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day at her house. So yeah, it changes.
It does. The demographics of it change. It changes it completely. And Tommy's side, they have family in Cleveland, but those people go up towards New England because that's where she's from.
Really?
And then their other daughter's down in North Carolina, so that's where they are. They're going to be in North Carolina for Easter. So we traditionally always do Christmas with them and not Easter anyway. So
yeah. Well, at any rate, have a very happy Easter.
And you too. You
Thank
too.
you.
Come out and enjoy Springs in the Air.
Tickets are available for
They
the
certainly
theater, dinner theater.
April 18th,
Yeah,
6 to 8, 8:30,
At
somewhere
Good
around
Shepherd
there.
Lutheran Church.
That's right.